Namaskaram. Welcome to the next episode in the series of Understanding the Pillaiandadi Pasurams. In the previous episode, we understood Pasuram 11, and all of these Pasurams are in a manner of us directly conversing with Swami Desika himself. We are having a one-to-one discussion with him and asking for what our needs are and communicating what is our status in this Kali Yugam or in this current state in which we are living in. So in Pasuram 12, 13 and 14, Kumara Varadhacharya, on behalf of all of us, is actually talking about our state as we are today. That is, it is called Akinchanyam and Ananya Gatitvam. Akinchanyam means that we have nothing to our credit, we have no means to upliftment, and we have absolutely no understanding of what the Vedas are saying or any of the Shastras, and therefore we don't know what is the means towards upliftment for this Jivatma. And Ananya Gatitvam means I have no refuge. Ananya, I don't have any other refuge. Gatitvam means I have no other refuge other than the lotus feet of Swami Desikan. Only with his compassion can I find a means towards upliftment. So the next 2 to 3 pasurams will go with this kind of a theme. So let's start with understanding the pasuram first. பொருளானதொன்றும் எண்ணில் பொருந்தாததும் அன்றியந்தோ மருளே மிகுத்து மறையவர் நல்வழி மாற்றி நின்றேன் தெருளார் மறைமுடி தேசிகனே எங்கள் தூப்புல் தேவே அருளாய் இனி எனக்குன் அருளே அன்றி ஆரில்லையே. So in this pasuram, he says, "Ini yanakku un arule andri arillaye." There is nobody who is going to uplift me other than your compassion. That is what is the ask out of this pasuram. So let's look at the word by word meaning. Porulanadu means I have nothing that could be called as a worthy possession, which is going to help me or lead me towards an upliftment, right? So neither do I have the vairagya that is required to lead a pious life. I don't have any detachment. I don't understand any of these karma yoga, jnana yoga, bhakti yoga. I'm totally incapable of doing any of this. I don't understand what the Vedas are telling me. I don't understand what is Vedanta telling me as well. And even if I do make an attempt to understand that, my manda buddhi does not enable me to understand any of those. So, Porulanadu, I don't have any worthy possessions that's going to help me towards upliftment of this Jivatma. One room, even one, is not helping me. Yennil, in me. Porundadadu, it's not there in me. So there is not even one quality or worthy possession in me which will lead me towards upliftment. Aduvum, along with that, just not that. What else do I have my credit is Andri Ando being there on top of the setback that I already have. Ando means ayo, alas, like how we say ayo. Marule Mihit, I am also completely filled with false knowledge or ignorance. So I neither have the right knowledge that will lead me towards upliftment, but on top of that, I am also filled with ignorance and all the false knowledge in large measures. It's migitta means in large measures. Marule is ignorance. Mihitta means in large measures, I'm only possessing ignorance. Marayavar nal vali matri nindren. Marayavar means those who follow the Vedas. Nal vali, the auspicious path that they have laid out. Matri nindren, I have only been following the opposite direction of what they have told as the right path to be followed as instructed in the Vedas. Right? If they have told that you have to get up in Brahma Muhurta, but if my job requires me to work all night and I wake up only at 12 o'clock in the afternoon, the very first requirement of a spiritual discipline itself is something that I cannot even meet. So I'm walking in exactly the opposite direction of what the Vedas have been preached, and also those people who are following the Vedas in an auspicious and pious manner. I'm not even able to follow them, but actually I'm going in the opposite direction of what they are following. Terul are Terul means quintessential knowledge that is replete with. Terula are people with quintessential knowledge. Who is that? Terula Marai Mudi Desigane. This is an exact translation of the word Vedanta Desigan in Tamil. Marai Mudi. Marai means Vedas. Mudi means the head of the Vedas. Marai Mudi is Vedanta, the Anta of Vedas, or the head of the Vedas, is the Vedanta. And Vedanta Desigan, Marai Mudi Desigane, Yengal Tupul Deve, Yengal. Now we're calling him as our most prized possession. For our sake, one who incarnated at Tupul, O God of Tupul, Engal Tupul Deve, Arula, kindly grace me out of your compassion. If you're going to look out for what qualities I have, like we saw in the previous Pasuram, I have nothing to my credit at all. So it is only through your compassion that you can grace me, and not out of any qualities or any account of good deeds that I have. இனி எனக்கு from now on உன் அருளே அன்றி, other than your grace. Ar illaye, ar means the path to upliftment, an upaya. I don't have an upaya other than Tupul Deve, that is Swami Desikan, who is Maraimudi Desigane. He is the Vedanta Desika. He has literally scholared all the Vedanta and the Vedas, and he knows what is the right path. He has lived his life by showing what is the right path. And there are many people in today's world who know the Vedas, who try to follow them in a pious manner, but I am so incapable that I'm not even able to follow them. And in fact, I'm walking in an opposite direction of what is supposed to be the right anushtanam that needs to be followed. Therefore, I become a complete akinchanyan, someone with absolutely no means towards upliftment. And the only ray of hope that I have is Swami Desikan's compassion, because only with his compassion and his grace he can remove this ignorance in my mind, because now I am filled with all the wrong knowledge and ignorance of how to lead this life, what is this life meant for, and only Swami Desikan's grace can eliminate all of this ignorance and show me the right path towards upliftment and enable me to walk in this journey of spiritual blissfulness. So, all of us, if we are thinking that we have not achieved anything in our lives, I think that is a great qualification that we have, because Akincanyam is the biggest qualification for a prapanna. If we are taking the path of Sharanagati, the only qualification we need to have is a lot of Akincanyam to say that I have nothing. I have nothing to my credit, and not having any kind of association or, you know, ahankara, mamakara, saying, oh, I can do this, I can do that, I have achieved this, I have 12 degrees to my name. None of this. No matter what we have in our material world, that is not going to become an upaya for us to get us out of the cycle of birth and death. And therefore, understanding this, that none of this is going to help us in the cycle of birth and death, we will totally become an akinchanan, and build this feeling of being completely helpless. And that is when we attract the grace of Swami Desikan, and he, with his compassion, will uplift us by giving us the right knowledge through all his works. And may the right knowledge dawn on all of us for us to lead the right kind of life that will make Swami Desikan proud that we are all Swami Desikans Dasanu Dasarkar. I hope we all try to make this effort to understand these pasurams and also live by it. Srimate Ramanujaya Namaha, Srimate Nigamanta Mahadeshikaya Namaha.